Mm, I might have some music in the background. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out. Is it gonna go? Oh, there it go. It just says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, so I'm talking. It's like I want to start the cam, but then I'm just like, it's not gonna be, you know, on the live feed. Is he gonna message me, brother? Oh, he just messaged me. Let me see what it says. He said, share the video. Dude, this already on Facebook player. We is good. Let me go ahead and thumbs up to that. I haven't ever used StreamYard before either, so y'all might need to check that out. If y'all can hear him, he said the basic plan is free, So, hey, if it's something y'all might like, hey, check it out. I didn't know about it, but it'd be so many different, cans and stuff. I think. We throwing it out. There we go. Let me turn this music down real quick.
Put your left hand and right hand up because you know that Jesus coming back. That's what's up. Hey, I ain't doing no Kurt Franklin on this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do what I gotta do, man. We out. Yo, what's cracking, my people? Welcome to yet another episode of ADQ'S Renaissance. I'm your host with the most, keeping it 100 from coast to coast through God our boast. ADQ. Today is Sunday, January the 31st. Last day of the first month of the year 2021. Today is Sunday, January the 31st, 2021. We have a dope, incredible, packed, wonderful, powerful, life-changing episode, show, all that for you. I'm being silly. Anyway, hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is staying safe. Hope everybody is staying warm. It is cold out there. It is a wintry mix. Well, the North Carolina version of a wintry mix outside. But that's what's going on today, y'all. Today, we got a dope episode, like I just said. So I was just reminding y'all of the dopeness that relies within the episode that we are about to get into. But before we do, I just want to remind you all that tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Sips and Scripts, you will hear the worldwide premiere of my play, The Immaculate Mind of Mr. Oboye. My play, The Immaculate Mind of Mr. Oboye. I'm talking about Caleb Kurtz, Adriana Canham. Finally, I get to work with Adriana Canham. Carmen Deese, Ron Royster, Luisa Cortez. Yo, I got the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop, my people. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Also, if you are watching this, go to my YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to make some money off of y'all. Hit that subscribe button so I get paid. And I ain't going to share none of that with y'all. I'm joking, of course. Also, yesterday, brother Brad Born King Simmons of the Soul Society blessed me with this here alkaline water. This water is freaking delicious. You know what I'm saying? This is straight from the ground, no purification, no groundwater, no additives, substantives ain't even a word, but ain't nothing in there that would completely compromise your health. So check it out. Alkaline water. Check out the Soul Society for that. Also, if you want to get up on your knowledge on how to deal with the prominent black boys in your life, I highly suggest checking out Reginald Williams, brother Reginald Williams' book, A Marginalized Mind. It will give you a good understanding of why a lot of black boys operate and behave the way they do. Not generalizing, not painting with a broad stroke, but why do we do a lot of things that we do? Why do we listen to the type of music we do? Why do we regurgitate the type of lyrics that we may or may not hear? There's lots of reasons. It's not just the music, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us black boys are drawn to masculinity. So, as I get my hair straight, so seeing what we may grow into, at least this was me back as a youngster, what we may grow into, what's the word I'm looking to? What's the word I'm looking for? That, inspires us to some degree. So, A Marginalized Voice by Reginald Williams. Check it out. Now that I said all that, let's get into this conversation, shall we? Now, I'm about to bring in my guest. This young man is one of the newest rappers from Winston-Salem, the Trey Foe. Trey Foe is in the building. He is here to spread the word of the gospel through his rhymes so that it reaches the elders and also the youth. Both of them need it. We all know that. He started doing music in 2008. Dang, that's a long time ago. With part of his family. He found a different path in under 7 years on his calling to do God's work and save and win souls. Inspired by music from a young age, he looks to strive to continue his family tradition of music in a whole new light and trust and believe that he has angels behind him. Releasing his first #1 album, his first album, debut album, rookie year album, Strange City. He takes his spin, as you have heard the song before. He takes his spin on life experiences, which are also lessons that they learn along the way that most humans may see. Also gives them a path of what's to come and how to be prepared for the next stage that most people miss. And he believes the sun will shine again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to ADQ's Renaissance. That's right. This brother's part of the Two-Time Club. The Two-Time Club. Please welcome back to ADQ's Renaissance, Mr. Dre Trinity. Dre, what up, brother?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me on the show. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can see you. Your presence is very much prevalent, sir. How you doing?
Man, doing good, man. Just like I said a little earlier to you in the message, working, trying to focus on the next album, actually. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a mixtape. I need to do a mixtape. I got so many tracks lined up, but just trying to figure out where to plan them at, where to put them at, and what to do. So just really taking it step by step, man, and working and just taking care of family in this pandemic that we living in. So I hope you staying safe too, brother.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This quarantine has helped me bring out my introverted side, like for real. Mm-hmm. There have been times where I would be like, see me, I'm extroverted. There'll be times where I won't want to go out, but then I'll be like, but I might spend money.
Yeah.
I would have to wear that mask over my face.
Right. You're trying to skip all over that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, it's not cool, man. I mean, even working on the job, man, with the mask on, dude, I'm telling you, you get tired, you get more winded. You just feel like, basically like somebody just covering your mouth like this, you know what I'm saying? The whole time.
The whole time, you know what I'm saying? It's like, It's like I have to breathe extra hard when I'm talking. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Like, come on now.
Hey, what's up with you?
Yeah. And then they ask you to go to another floor. Can you go up to this floor? Look, I'm already winded. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, the daggone mask.
Right. Hey, we got to, my cousin gave me a mask not too long ago. Shout out to Ice Cold, man. He gave me a mask. Man, this dude gave me one of the masks that when you talk, it's like the electronical mask. So every time you move your mouth, it act like, you talking and stuff. It's dope. I was like, what? It got like model lips on it. It got a regular line that, squiggle when you talk.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where you get this from? Because I seen it on one of his Instagram videos. And he just said, hey man, pull up to the church, man, at practice. And he gave me one. He gave me and my sister one. So I gotta use that in one of the videos,
That's an upgrade. That's a massive upgrade from the type of mask that I use.
Right. Not your typical strap, you know what I'm saying, with the the blue and you gotta squint your nose and stuff. The thing just slapped right onto your face.
Yeah, like when I be trying to talk through my mask. So people be like, what did you say? I can't hear you. I'm like, you cannot hear my voice.
Yeah, it'd be hard hearing through the mask. I had to repeat myself plenty of times to people on the mask.
I'm like, yeah, but still, this is a voice
mm-hmm.
that has been heard in freaking 800-seat theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't hear me, and you right, and you like,
you're like,
wait for me.
Yeah, they do that, man. They do that. It's crazy. Hey, before you get started, hey, I went to Bojangles to get me a little grilled sandwich. Man, went through there, and as I was pulling off, I was like, I had my mask on. I was like, yeah, you have a great day. And she was like, excuse me, you talking to me? I was like, yeah, I said, have a good day. She's like, oh, I couldn't hear you. I was like, it's the mask, that's what it is, because I try and give them respect too, because some of them might still be trippy, if you pull through without a mask, they'd be like, nah, we ain't rolling with that. I mean, they still gotta get you food, but it just make people comfortable nowadays. I can tell that, the people that I talk to, they just don't like to do the normal things, without the mask on. So I was like, okay, cool. Like my sister tried to give me a hug yesterday. She had a mask, but I didn't. So I was like, yeah, COVID out here. Give me the elbow. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I got a mask on. I was like, yeah, but I don't. So, which, I was just joking with her, but she probably was like, she probably rolled off and was like, he ain't give me no hug. So,
I mean, she's being your sister your entire life. I'm pretty sure that she'll be all right going one day without a hug.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yo, last time you was on with GP, shout out to GP, and that's where we got the introduction of you. So we don't need. So and also I just read your bio, so people know who Dre Trinity is.
Yes, sir.
But what I want to know real quick is where did the Dre Trinity name come from?
I came up with it because I got actually a picture. I ain't gonna switch it over to it because I ain't trying to station everything back up. But I had an old rap name back in the day by Dre 3K, and it was just more of just just I was on the music side of Andre 3000 and stuff like that, and
Who
you had
was Scrooge?
yeah, yeah, you want to be part of the Dre's, you know what I'm saying? Got to come up with that name, and I was like, let's just chop it down and put 3K to it. So that when I was doing that old music, that's what I wrote with, and watching my boys grow up, you know what I'm saying? Tone and Brandon, the twins, you know what I'm saying? Bradley and all them, like we all freestyled and stuff like that. Back in Georgetown where I was, where I rose up at, and I was just like, yeah, let me come up with a name. So I remember, and the dude that wrote this drawing for me, and he did it nice. I just hope the brother doing good now. I met him in class, and he wrote this thing down. I got a microphone on it. I might post that, later on, just to, show people where it came from. But he just wrote Dre 3K out, and I told him to write it, and I've been rolling through that name. But after that, after going through my battle with music and my vision and stuff like that, I kind of just seen a new light, seen a new vision, and had my calling, and I just changed the D3, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it that way, and I mean, it just hits deeper because I still want to keep that three in there, so I just feel like that's what changed everything for me. That new name for me, Dre Trinity.
It's a tight name,
Yes, sir.
It's the type of name it's the type of name to me that you could definitely brand, because when you're in entertainment, or any type of business that involves services and the supply and demand, things of that, you want to have a type of brand that stands out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so you got Dre Trinity. You got Dre. When I think about Dre, I think Andre from Outkast. I think Dr. Dre. So who's this Dre? I think Cool and Dre. And you talking about Trinity? Dre?
Right. And another thing that people didn't know, the D3, it stands for 3 letters. It stands for, well, not 3 letters, 3 words. Developing demystifying direction. That's what it stands for. So it's more of just trying to put that positive message out there to people that might not be listeners, that are listening, don't know which route they want to go. So it's just trying to put a positive message out there, and that's what the music is all about. It's not nothing that's saying that you're gonna fail or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? With all the names that we hear now, you know what I'm saying? Lil Yahtzee, Lil this, Young this, and I'm saying my music through my name. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to have a direction with it. So and just demystifying and have a direction with it. I mean, I just feel like, because I actually sat there for a minute, because I remember the first day when I started writing certain names down and stuff like that. I was mixing everything up at the moment. I had my album title. It was a couple of good titles we had, man. And then I was like, well, I need to have the name first. I was just jumping all over the board because I was just so excited about it. I was like, yeah, I need to come up with an album. So, man, and then the name came up. I was like, I should just stick with the same name. People know me as that. But I was like, nah, because it just had like that money getting name to it. You know what I'm saying? 3K. Everybody want that gold. Everybody want that. So, but they ain't got no direction. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's put in, developing, you know what I'm saying? Because I developed it, you know what I'm saying? Then, demystifying, trying to, defy all odds and stuff, just trying to, build through the stuff that we live through. And then it just got to have some direction. So, I just came up with the name, man. And I asked my people about it. It was like, yo, that's nice. That's creative. Like, go with it, if that's what you feel. And, sat there and prayed about it. And I mean, hey, we here now. So
nice. Sure. Now let's get down to the meat of the matter.
The smoked turkey.
The smoked turkey. Coming from a vegetarian.
Pretty good.
Coming from a vegetarian. Now.
Yep.
I love Winston-Salem. I consider Winston-Salem to be my second hometown.
Okay, Greensboro.
Therefore, I have some type of stock in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can, to some degree, call Winston-Salem my city, right?
Right.
I can lay claim to Winston-Salem because I lived there for 8 years. Well, 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get that finger. That's right.
What makes that beautiful city, the 34th district, the Camel City, the Arts District, the fourth biggest city in all North Carolina, the Trey-Fo,
So
the home of Pam Grier, Maya Angelou, daggone Ninth Wonder, among others, the Black Theater Festival, the North Carolina School of the Arts, Winston-Salem freaking State University. What makes the Trey-Fo a strange city? Retort.
Man, that right there, man, is the question that I get a lot, from people. But I actually posted up a broadcast with podcast with Nat Man and Mr. GP too. But one thing I can say about this is it's not only for just the Winston-Salem city, it's for everybody's city all over the world. People are gonna be, focused on, some of the words that I say, and they're gonna be like, yeah, that might happen just in Winston, or this might happen just over here. But once you come down and, play the album, the whole album itself, you're gonna realize that, hey, this is going around all around the world. So once you go outside today, you notice the hatred that you get, white or black. You're going through a struggle. You're going through a point in your life where there's people out there that's going to doubt you. It's going to throw stones at you. It's violence. It's more domestic violence. It's more problems. And the government is, half crazy. This pandemic is going on. So I feel like with me growing up, I feel like I remember the good days. I actually talked with my sister last night about these. It was like the good times when we used to grow up in the neighborhood and used to go outside and play. And, we'll come in about 9 o'clock, be safe. And, the next day we'll get up again and go outside, play football. We'll walk down, get something to eat. We'll go to, we went through all kind of neighbors' house, because, all the kids in the neighborhood, we can have a good time. And you can't get that no more. And I know that a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people can say, yeah, you're right. Like now we're focused on getting shot now a lot. Now we're focused on getting picked up by these sexual predators. Now we're getting, targeted because we're black. Now we're getting targeted by dogs. And, it's not easy no more. So it's strange. You know what I'm saying? It's strange when you can't do the norm. You know what I'm saying? And you see people slowly graduate to this part of them where they want to be closed off. They want to be masked up. They want to be excluded from everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, people hit me up all the time and say, hey, you want to go out here? Hey, I'll be strange too sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because your whole mindset has changed, with everything that's going on. So strange city, man. Like I said, it's not only just for Winston. The main reason why, I speak about Winston, because I'm from here. It starts with one voice and it travels out to the world. You know what I'm saying? So once people hear this message, they're gonna say, yeah, that happens here too. So I agree with this brother. You know what I'm saying? He actually understands where we come from and the things that we went through, and it's all relating to the title of the album. So
I'll tell you this. I listened to your album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dope piece of work. Dopely dope piece of work. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
you. In all your lyrics, you don't come across as this, I'm going to pound you over the head with the Bible until you think like I do type of Christian
Mm-hmm.
or artist. You
Mm-hmm.
come off as well, first of all, through the fact that you are like so positive. You're like the most positive rapper ever. You're more positive than Will Smith. Um,
Switch.
I think that through your positivity, the message that you give is like yo, this is me. I'm also from this particular city. I see what's going on in the city, and I can relate. I've seen it. I've been through it myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite tracks is Black America.
Mm-hmm.
No, one, because I dropped a song back in 2009 called Black America.
Mm.
But it doesn't sound nothing like yours. So I'm not accusing him. I'm not accusing you of biting.
Yeah. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
But you are taking a very socially conscious turn in that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's Christian groups, especially here in the Bible Belt, who will run from a socially conscious message in any Christian platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide, I don't care, this needs to be said?
I mean, if you ever went through something like that, because I guarantee a lot of black folks, will probably, some people that I know probably will false claim some of these situations where they might say, "Oh yeah, I went through that. I went through that." You know what I'm saying? Or I know what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? Black America came out right around the time when George Floyd and Breonna was getting murdered, and we started mentioning some of the other names that was out there. It was just so deep, even in some of the lyrics. I said some of the people that lost their lives over silly stuff, man, like stuff that should never happen. Um, back when it comes to the Bible and saying what I said in the track, I feel like I prayed about it. I said, I want to make this a positive movement. I want people to understand that this is more deeper, you know what I'm saying, than just, trying to just throw out anger. You know what I'm saying? I want to throw out lessons. I want to throw out common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the skits that I did on there, my sister and them, they still tell me, they was like, I don't know how you did that. I just went in there and said what was on my mind. I mentioned one of the times where I came home. I went to the store and got me some cigarettes. And I have no license, I was just driving. I was like, it's right down the street. Let's go get these cigs. And so I just went down the street, got the cigs, came back. Cop stopped me right on the same street to my mama's house. So I'm right here at the stoplight. I mean, not the stoplight, the stop sign. I can see my mom's house right there. It's within 15 steps of me. Dude pulled me over, came to my car, was like, yo, get your license, registration. I was like, yeah, sure. Left, came back, and he was like, yeah, it shows that this is so and so's car. He said some kind of lady name or whatever, and I was like, no, I bought this car, like it's mine. It's already paid out full, like everything's straight. It was a Honda, you know what I'm saying? It was like a 1994 Honda. So I'm like, I'm good. Like he's like, well, it shows in the paper that you're not driving, you shouldn't be driving this car. It was just like so weird. I called my dad on the phone. He was like, well, just sit there, be calm. And, it just got to that point, like my heart was beating. I was thinking, wow, what could happen, and it just didn't make sense. I was more, scared for my life. And this was like at a younger age, you know what I'm saying? And now, I'm 29 now. So, experiencing that, it's more of just like what could happen, and to grow past and to see all this stuff happening now is like, it's nothing's being really said about it. They just started the black movement. They just started all this. I just feel like I have that voice, especially coming from Winston-Salem. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and back to that car situation. I didn't have my license, but somebody gave me a car that I could actually have. So that's why I was like, I can't drive the car, but I was like, it's mine. When you get your car, I say I'm gonna drive it. So to clear that up, because people might be like, so how you have your license? I mean, don't have your license, but so it was just a scary feeling, man. And the dude was even confused himself. I was like, so do I still get a ticket? He just gave me the ticket, and had to pay to park and pay the fine. It's just crazy, but it's not no time for us to be quiet about stuff like this. It's time for us to speak up and actually let what is known, and I feel like God will understand that. He will understand that you're trying to do the right thing. I didn't say go out and ask for trouble, and in the song I said, is this what you want? And I kept on saying, is this what you want? Is this what you want? Do you want this type of blood on your hands? Do you want these type of problems to hit your families and stuff? Do you want this type of problem to change everything that people, really try and focus on when they go out to their daily lives? Because me and my sister, like I said, again, was talking last night, and we really shouldn't be like this, man. We was talking about how, we went to school at a younger age, and some of the things your parents want to, put in your heart and your mind is that if you don't be successful, you're gonna let a white man or let them just overrun you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I understand that you want to be the best, you want to be, good at whatever you at. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to come in the door and say, oh, that person's over there is white, I got to be better than him. You know what I'm saying? Because it is. I don't feel that way. I feel like come together, look at them, say, hey, we're here for the same reason. We're trying to get to this A to B. You know what I'm saying? I wish you good luck, brother. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you from or who you are, we gonna get out of here together. We gonna get out of here together alive. And a lot of situations is that the blacks don't make it out alive. It's always the white person that's making it out alive. So our lives has been shrank down to like atoms where they just like, yeah, who cares about that? So speaking up and putting Black America out was something, deep on my mind and deep on my heart to go ahead and put my voice in on that situation. So, I hope I answered the question. I ain't know I was talking that long, but
hey man, yo, I feel like there's some artists who go in the studio, write a couple songs, write some words down that rhyme and expect that to be a song. And there's artists like yourselves who are very substantive, who have a whole story behind every track.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you for sharing that because I can relate. There's been plenty there. I have multiple times where I've been stopped by police, but one thing that was very heartbreaking to me was I remember like back in 2014 when the whole Michael Brown thing was going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to Calvary Baptist. You know Calvary Baptist, right?
I heard.
Yeah, big church, country club.
Yep.
I was now number one, the pastor there, Dr. Rob Pierce, great preacher, great teacher, great, one of the greatest ones I've ever seen. He knows the word very well. He can teach very well. But the Bible study group that I was sitting in, and this was like my first taste of how white evangelical Christians have no clue what it's like to be me and you, right?
Right.
So we're like, yo, that cop was in the wrong. For real. Fire that dude. Whoop his behind. The lady who was in Bible study was like, he was just doing his job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you how bad I wanted to call her the B word? If I was in her,
You want to go off, man. You want to just say, look, that's crazy.
I once was leaving another Bible study, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and the dude that I was riding with were talking about what happened to Trayvon Martin.
Mm.
He said, as far as I'm concerned, two men got into a fight. We'll never know what else happened. I said, come on, man. I know what happened. It's the same thing that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact thing that always happens. Sad thing about this is it involves a 29-year-old man getting his butt whooped by a 17-year-old kid, and he's so mad that he got his butt whooped that he had to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So that has caused a disconnect between me and a lot of evangelical Christians because I don't think that God would have a problem with someone with a Christian artist using their platform to talk about what's going on.
Mm-hmm. It's more of a wake up call for me, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, that is the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
So I say kudos to you for putting that song on your album.
Mm. I'm telling you, man, that was one of, and you know, shout out to my sister and my cousin Ice Cold, man. They both, you know, joined in on it. Actually, before I, you know, came up with that, man, I had the song produced and everything like that by Tone Jones. You know, I found it on this page, man. It just hit different, especially as soon as you hear it. You got the cop noises and everything like that. I was like, ain't no way that I'm going, you know, get away from that message that is already telling me, you know, dude saying, you know, don't shoot, you know what I'm saying? You know, that have that feel of, you know, being surrounded, being cornered, being kept quiet, you know. So I mean, most people probably take a song like that and make it into like a drug deal type of song, you know what I'm saying? Don't shoot, don't shoot. You know, it could be like some thug music, you know. And I just felt like, yo, I gotta get that. I gotta get that song, man. So, you know, we came together. The hook itself, man, was something that I was definitely shocked about because I had a whole different hook the way it sounded, you know, then today. It was I played it for Mr. GP and man, this dude came back. He was like, "Yo, you sound like me. You sound like me," because I was going in there. The vocals was just right, dude. I'm telling you, I sounded like Mr. GP in there, man. And we both chuckled about it today. So I sat back for a minute because I wasn't ready for it to begin with. I just knew that my heart was really heavy, you know, with the situation. Excuse me, that was going on. You know, the whole time that I'm writing this song, I'm just seeing more and more, you know, cops shooting, you know, our family, our bloods, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just was like, yo, this song really got a hit. So you know, I thank, you know, my sister and my family for, you know, coming through. We sat here countless number of days, off and on, just to sit down in the room together and figure out what's the plan, what's the idea, what's the vision for it. And it just came to be, man.
Well, yo, it did hit. It was a powerful song. Very powerful song. Now, before I ask you about another song, I want to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, beat selection, man. The beats on the all of them slap. Please.
It's them beats, man.
Name some of the producers name the 10 producers who gave you those 10 hot songs on your album.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: it's not 10, it's just 2. And actually, it's Tone Jones. I'm pretty sure you know Tone Jones. You heard of Tone Jones. You ain't heard of Tone Jones? What? No, you got to go to him. The official Tone Jones on Instagram. Definitely go look him up. Dude got some fire. He still got some fire on there. That I'm saying I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna definitely be back. I actually just joined into the family circle that he has. If you join onto his family circle, you get a free beat. So shout out to Tone Jones, man. He did basically 9 of those tracks on there. The 10th one is coming from Florida, Kingdom Beats. Actually, 2 came from him, but one of them I didn't make it on there. I just said I just couldn't put it on there during the time. It wasn't ready. But he came out with the one with me and Mr. GP on there, honest. And from Florida. So, let me get my words right. Kingdom Beats. White guy from Florida came up with that honest beat. I said, yo, I remember messaging him. I said, yo, brother, we got to get this music going on. So I mean, definitely without those 2 dudes right there, I mean, I'll probably be going to what Vibes, Johnny Giuliano, what's some of the other beat producers out there. It's just been so many. Like you go to SoundClick, and they got all these producers on there. But Vibe and Johnny Giuliano is what we used to mess with. Definitely me and Mr. GP back in the day. So to find these guys, dude, it was just nothing but just a pure blessing, man. I was just like, yo, this actually goes with my flow. This actually goes with my vision. Cause you know, when you sit there and listen to the songs, put your headphones on, you just like, yep, I'm here. I'm here, baby.
I want to Dear 3. Dear 3, daggone, Dear 3. It's playing in my head as we speak.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let's go to the song real quick, man.
Go to
because whatever you set out to accomplish with this song, you did, daggone.
Go to it.
Bear with me.
Go to it, man. That's actually one of the first songs I came out with to start the album off. It was 3 songs I did.
Stay on top of email.
Now, what was you saying, Dre?
Now I say that's part of the 3 set I had when I went to the studio. It was Brighter Day, Dear 3, and then I worked on what was that I worked on? It was the Strange City, the intro. That was the 3 first songs that I started out working on.
Let's get to the juice. What?
That is what you do, yes, sir.
Who is that singing?
Man, my family thought it was my sister. Man, it's not my sister. It's part of the Tone Jones production. He added that in there. It's fire, dude. I was like, I should take it out and use a female singer, but it just won't hit the same, man. I ain't have the right talent around me during the time. It was just already there. That's it, man. That's it. Hey, I'm be bumping that as soon as we get off, dog. As soon as we get off, I'm be bumping that.
Well, you have every right. I mean, it is your song and it is fire. I do hope you plan on taking that to radio stations.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Trying to. My mom came to me last night and told me, she was like, I've been calling these radio stations trying to get you on, baby. I said, Mom, I know. It takes time. We gotta come up with that positive plan, man, to push it out there.
Speaking of pushing things out, okay, so when I hear Kingdom Hearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hear a young brother. I can say that about you, Carlos. I got 6 years on you.
Yeah.
I hear a young brother who wants to go about his city and spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know Winston like I know Winston. Winston got a ton of churches, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Winston even got a couple people on some corners, you know, giving the word.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about Winston-Salem, I think about the black history that comes along with Winston-Salem that I ashamedly did not take the time to educate myself on when I lived in Winston. Like, yo, the Black Panthers did some great things there. Black Wall Street was in Winston-Salem prior to integration. Prior to integration, you're familiar with Winston-Salem Transit Authority, right?
I used to ride the Transit Authority all the time.
Claude Anderson, who is the author of Powernomics, Claude Anderson, powerful elder. He grew up in Winston. His family owned a bus line, a black-owned bus line, bus after bus after bus after bus. Prior to integration, you know what I'm saying? That bus line was thriving. And I look at Winston-Salem Transit Authority. I'm like, man, we gave up this beautiful black-owned bus line for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, all of that to say, you see the amalgamation of a city that Winston-Salem is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want your stamp on Winston-Salem to be spreading the word. With all of the churches that's already in Winston. Like, come on, man. There's more churches in Winston than there is.
It is a lot of churches out here.
A ton.
I know about 3 around me right now, and I just be like, oh wow,
3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to talk about all them churches I want to talk about the fact that there's so many churches in a minute, but I want to know, what is your approach besides music and spreading the word, spreading the gospel, spreading love, spreading hope to Winston-Salem and wherever God will put you?
Definitely spreading the word, and just without spreading the word, man. Most people will probably give up. They'd be like, especially people that like me or you, we probably think like, oh, the word is all we got. People that might not even know of other options to go. One of my options is feeding the homeless. Me definitely being on the transit authorities, line. I mean, just me being down there and people still coming to you, like right in the heart of the city. So, people come to you, they ask, for money. People might need something to eat and stuff. And I always try and help out in a way. And, going to the homeless shelters, Bethesda Center, Samaritan Ministries. That's another part of, why I knew that, giving back is another way of just showing that, you care and God's on your side, dude. I remember just, when I was in the process of being locked up, I did time, downtown, but I had my community service done at the Samaritan Ministries in the old building right there beside churches. So, me going in there, I mean, as a young head, you probably going there like, man, let me get this over with. I got 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever, let me get this crap out the way. And, just going in there and, you seeing people, talking to people, hearing their stories, hearing they struggle, what they go through, you start having that feeling of like, hey, like your life must have been crazy, and I'm sitting in here making my life crazy, trying to do, stupid stuff. So at a certain moment when you realize that you can all come together and kind of talk to one another and appreciate each other's time. So, not only is it to, just go to church, but just to love, your fellow man and to, look around, where you stay at, definitely look around where you stay at, make sure that you respecting other people. And, it's just how we've been raised, and, most of us be raised that way, but we just lose our sight. We lose our focus with all the drama and the drugs, the drinking, the sex, all that kind of stuff, everything that can blind you from it. So, that's one of the things that helped me out, feeding the homeless and just giving back to the community.
So it's not. So for one thing, I love it. I love it. I love it. You have a beautiful view, man. But and it sounds like to me, be among the people, like Jesus was.
Mm-hmm.
Not be behind pulpit, but be within the people, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. You said that.
Because I'll be honest with you, man. I think that Jesus himself was to come to Winston-Salem and see all them daggone churches. The scripture that says, let there be no quarrels among you, meaning, well, it doesn't mean don't let there be a quarrels among.
Right.
The tongue in cheek there is Quarles is my last name.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Now it means like don't let there be no arguments, no separations among you. And I know, and I just can't help but feel like when there's a city that has that many churches, somebody is thinking that they are a better preacher than somebody, or somebody is thinking that their ministry is more popping than somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just that many churches in Winston just always trouble me. But when you have your song Kingdom Hearts, that's just, to me, that's just a reminder of what it's all about. Going out there, who cares about the pulpit? Who cares about 3-piece suits, all of that? What it is going out there, showing love, being like the word says, being a doer of the word, not a hearer of the word, but a doer of the word.
Mm-hmm. That's what we try to do. Man. If I can speak on Kingdom Hearts, man, actually coming up with that one, man, it was a beautiful gathering. And that came from Tone Jones too, man. I sat there and I started remembering the times where when I grew up, I don't know if you had this game before, but they actually got a game called Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, it's and that's what I mentioned during the time of making a song. Especially when I, on the second verse, when I start mentioning Donald Duck, Goofy, and stuff like that, that actually came from the game. In the game, you're supposed to have this key, and the world is filled with darkness. So basically, you're the key holder, and you go to different worlds, and you actually put the light of the key into the dark hole and make it bright again. So. And on the long side of you're fighting alongside of Goofy and Donald. So, I took that, and plus the soundtrack itself. If you go back and play the soundtrack of the Kingdom Hearts game and then listen to Kingdom Hearts itself, it all, travels back to it. And me and my sister grew up on that game. So, to this day is one of her favorite songs, man. She just said, yo, Dre, she was like, I about broke down and cried doing this song. It just meant so much to me. And, it was just a blessing, man, just to see that actually translate over to, from years and years of, playing the game. I actually gave up on the game a couple of times because I couldn't beat it, but, I actually beat it. So, it's all just an uphill battle, so, I just definitely appreciate, Tone Jones again, for producing that and that vision.
Tone Jones. You all are currently watching. Listening to ADQ's Renaissance. This is my microphone. ADQ's Renaissance. I am ADQ. My guest is Dre Trinity. We are currently talking about his hit, wonderful, powerful album, piece of work, Strange City. Now, Dad, gonna get straight, man.
Gotta get it in there.
Trying to get used to this mic game. Brighter Day, man. I was just running through these songs that I really, 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 really like. I mean, I like the whole thing, But before we get into brighter day, I want to know something. What's your writing process, right? How do you like come up with your rhymes? Cause I know me back in the day when I would rap, sometimes I would just go into a studio and write something. Sometimes I would just have a beat playing in my head and I would just write.
Mm-hmm.
How you come up with your rhymes?
I write, for one thing, I write fast. Before I used to think I write slow, but I started writing more faster the more problems occurred because that's my way of just, releasing the pen. That's the way of releasing my thoughts. And still, I might even go back and say, oh, I might have been just a little tense right there. Let me bring it back. And sometimes I might keep it. I might just say, hey, that actually needs to be heard. It's really off of reaction and lessons. And then on top of that, for me to be having my first album, and I know when you was introducing me earlier, you was like 2008. Dang, that's a long time. And I was like, well, that's another thing. I mean, when I first started, it used to take me forever to write. I probably, the dude would send me the beat. It might be Mr. GP, send me the beat. I sit there and I try and write on it during that moment, but back then being young, I might write like 2 lines and then go play Madden or something. You know what I'm saying? So my mind wasn't so focused on writing. I knew I love music, but when you got the boys over or anything like that, so definitely in this time writing now for me would definitely be because the world needs it. The world needs to hear what I'm saying. The world needs to know what's going on. So I put more of an upstep to it. Most of the time when I write now, I guess, working 2 full-time jobs, I write in between jobs. And, just definitely when I'm at peace. And then I try and take the everyday life experience that I go through. If it might be somebody mad at a restaurant and they're cussing out each other, and I can just see the lack of appreciation for just still being able to make it in the world. I can go and write a song about that because it's more of just like they need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the doctor and he telling you sick and you just asking him what medicine you need. It's gonna take him a few to go back there, talk to his higher doctor, and come back with the prescription you need. But he's still gonna give it to you. He ain't gonna let you sit there out there and die. He ain't gonna sit there and let you just waste your life. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try and help you. So I look at it that way. Like to me, it's immediate. It's like gotta get to it. Gotta like if I got something in my head, hey, I'm gonna say, hey, ADQ, gotta go. I gotta go right, man. It's in my head. I mean, I used to be.
You gotta get it out, man. You gotta get it out. Like, okay, so you have a background in musical theater like I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I say the name Lin-Manuel Miranda, you will know who I'm talking about, right?
Is that ain't Shakespeare, is it? Am I sure?
If Shakespeare was a Puerto Rican rapper, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. What you say? Say the name one more time.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Nah, I ain't deep in the like the artists. I know like a few, but not a lot. You might can smoke me on that one.
I'm not going to smoke you. I'm going to challenge you.
Okay.
I want all y'all to hear this.
Uh-oh.
When you do time in the theater, you never lose your theaterness.
That's true.
Your theaterness what the heck? Your theaterness plays out in the album, in the skits, in the storylines of the songs. So you need to get back in the theater ASAP.
Oh man, you must got a play written out for me then. We need to go ahead and do a play then.
I'm writing stuff. I'll keep you in tune.
Yeah, because you was talking about on Country Club Road, the church that you were talking about. Do you know New Philadelphia?
New Philadelphia, Moravian. Yeah, I know it.
That's where I was in gospel. Gospel. We did a gospel play there. We went from Mineral Springs Middle School, and they said, "Yo, we need this in the church." We went from doing like a week performance at the school to doing like 2+ weeks at the church.
You want to
So
know?
that's how good drama was for us. We did the drama. We did all that.
You want to know what I said? That
What's that?
we beseech thee, hear day by day.
Hey, actually, We Beseech Thee was actually supposed to go to me. I was actually supposed to get that song, but I was so scared of my voice back then. He was like, the light shined on me. He was like, go ahead and go, man. I start, please forgive us for I started like going with the lyrics and stuff, but it just wasn't coming out because I was trying to coordinate, trying to move, trying to get my voice right. And they was just like, yo, it just ain't gonna work for you. So I was fine with giving up, during that time. I just had that. I had it. I had the spot right there. I could have been singing, and I shook up. I got shook up, man.
It is all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah, I didn't believe it back then. It wasn't all right. It wasn't all right back then. It was like, I can't do this. You gotta get this to somebody else.
You're still in your 20s. You still have time to return to the theater and restore your acoustic prominence.
I like it. We might need to put a Hamlet together. A Hamlet play.
Like I said, I'll keep you posted on what I'm working on.
Beowulf play, even create something just off the back of it, just something with today's time. Do something like that, it'll be dope. I know you got it.
I can see the passion is still in you, but I mentioned Lin-Manuel Miranda because he wrote In the Heights and Hamilton, among other things. Have you seen Moana?
Oh yeah, I played that actually 2 weeks ago when I was putting my mom's fireplace together with a drill. I was sitting in the middle of the floor watching it because that soundtrack was just beautiful.
Yeah, he wrote all the music to the soundtrack. That's why it was so beautiful.
That's why I knew the names. See, I know names. It just don't hit me at certain times.
Well, I brought him up when you was talking about writing because he once shared a story about how he once went to a birthday party, a friend's birthday party. He was only there for a few minutes and said, I gotta go because an idea came to him, and I think he wrote a song on the subway.
Creative.
So when an idea hits you, man, you better write it down, make it plain, do what you gotta do. I mean, sure, that's in Habakkuk for a reason. Write the vision, make it plain, for that vision is for a future time, right? So now let's go to Brighter Day. Man, if you're not like the most positive rapper ever, you'll be Mr. Rogers' favorite rapper.
Hey, I might be.
Where did Brighter Day come from? As I turn on the heat in my apartment, where did Brighter Day come from?
Brighter Day, man. We all went outside before, man, and seen what's going on in the world now, man. It's no question. All we need is answers. But Brighter Day is the perfect answer. I think when I started Brighter Day, I definitely knew off gate that I said, I want this to be the number one track. I want this to be the last song on the album. I want this to be something that people can have hopes to. And actually, the person that actually sang on the song with me is none other than Devontae Wells, D. Jerome. He's on YouTube. He played God in the gospel performance back in middle school. So that's how close we was as drama family. You know what I'm saying? And I think that day was one of the most remarkable days of my life, man. I sat there and I was like, yo, bro, let me send you this track. And he ain't get the track till about this. Well, actually, it's before the studio, like a few months before then. I gave him the track. He ain't play it till like a month later because he ain't know he had it in there. So as soon as he heard it, he was like, bro, we can do something with this. And I said, meet me at the studio. He came in there, went in there, and just sang it. The first take. And I was so hyped off of what he did. And then he was just so hyped off of what I did. We just both was just in there just like that. I just got 10 pounds of cheesecake in my doggone car for free. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just like, what? We did what? We got it. Dude, it was just such a good feeling. Even the studio recorder, he was in there. He started closing his eyes. He started just waving his head like that. I was like, you all right? He was like, yo, this is it. And right now it's being featured on Gospel Grind Radio. I'm trying to get it, to all the other stations right now. Excuse my light. Excuse my camera. But trying to get it to all the other stations right now. But I played this song towards other people, man. I met a female I ain't seen in forever. And I played it for her. She was like, this you? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I was like, yeah. She was like, that sounds so great. Then Devontae came on there and started singing. This girl started crying. And we out here like a cookout. She just started crying. She was like, all we could see was, she was like, play it back again. Just play it back again. So we played it back again. We bumped that song so much, man. But Brighter Day basically just came from the joy in my heart of knowing that I can do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I label myself as a Christian hip hop artist. So if I can put something positive in your mind, I'm gonna make sure I do it. It's not gonna be half stepping. It's not gonna be like you should be happy for the day, but maybe not tomorrow. But in that song, I'm saying it's always gonna be a brighter day. It's a deeper message for people that actually get what I'm saying in there. But for what I want people to hear now is just gonna catch their ears, and it's gonna mean that, regardless of what we go through, all the battles that we got caught up in, it still has my life in there too, because I still got to go back and graduate. So I said I'm going to graduate with my cap and gown. I talked about Moses when he departed the Red Sea. People that didn't believe in him it had something to do with beliefs, and even at the beginning of the song I said this goes out to the faithful and the non-believers. So it don't matter who you are, you can always come back and just listen to this song and just feel a sense of positivity. And I appreciate you telling me, I'm the most positive person. Some days I might not look like the positive person, but definitely every time I play that song, it makes my human body just leave and actually see myself walking clear of all problems. So that's why I made that the last track on the album, to build it up from Strange City. That's why the first one was Strange City to Brighter Day. You have to walk through a city. Every time when you want to go somewhere, you might have to travel through your city to get where you're going. It's an A to B project. So it made me want to play that too.
Tier 3 was the last song because you were saying, all right, guys, I'm out. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was just for that moment. That was just for that moment. And I was thinking that too. Thanks for putting that out there. I really wanted to change that, but I said, you know what? They gonna think it's over, but we got something more for them. I just keep on adding stuff, And most people do that. Most people say, "Oh, it's done, okay," and then they click it. But it's real listeners will know. I don't think he done yet. It's kind of like a Marvel film. You think that the credit after the when the credits hit, oh, we gonna leave the theater. Nah, you gotta sit there and wait. You gotta sit there and wait for after the credits.
Man, okay, so this has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. But you mentioned Marvel. And it made me think of a conversation that I had with a coworker, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's this kid in my class who loves Marvel, who loves Spider-Man, who loves Iron Man. And I said to him, he's 4 years old. I said, so will Iron Man be in Avengers 5? Yeah. And then my coworker said, I don't think we should tell him.
Yeah. Don't break his heart. Please don't do it.
Well, he's gonna be looking for Iron Man if there's an Avengers 5. I said he's gonna be looking for Iron Man if there is.
No, he definitely is. He gonna show up in the Iron Man shirt. He gonna show up in that, the mask. He gonna have the gloves. Heck, he might even have the whole suit by then.
But personally, I keep telling people this, and I believe it with my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Batman can beat Iron Man.
No matter what he pull out, like a Hulk buster, maybe. You really think did you see what he did to the Hulk? I mean,
so the Hulk is just all power.
Hey, now let me break it down to you like this.
Break it down.
And you might be mad at me, but I don't care because I love you. Look, for one thing, DC period is not my favorite at all. Period. It's like more on the cinematic side. It's not. Now, if we go into the shows, like the little mini shows and the games and some comics. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Shazam and Batman and just like the villains was even more convincing to me on DC. The Joker and Mr. Frost and all that. Penguin. That stuff that I grew up loving. I was like, okay, that's dope. Before I really didn't like Batman. My favorite part about the whole actual character of Batman was when it was introduced into the movie, The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. That was like, top notch. I can see how he was still challenged in a way to where, I was like, he's just a human, you know what I'm saying? And the Joker was too, but the way he plays his cards, and even in the cartoon shows too, also, the way he plays his cards, you would ask, like, how can he win against something so, the threat might be so overtaken where you just say, no, this dude is about to die. Like how we seen in the Justice, well, not just League, Batman versus Superman. Like, I was thinking, like, this dude is about to die. Superman is about to kill him, but he still managed to put him under in a way. And it works. And so when you look at stuff like that, it's kind of, like Iron Man 2, Iron Man's the same way. He fought against hand to hand with Thanos. You know what I'm saying? You might look at stuff like that where you'd be like, this dude is going to die. Thanos is going to rip his darn armor off and murder him just right there. But he found a way to, to battle against it. So yes, Batman is nice. He's a good character. Very good character. Very powerful. In the mind, has a what can I say? He has a mission on top of a mission. If he got something to do with you, he's gonna find a way to overrun that. So that's cool, but he's not gonna beat Iron Man. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me tell you how he will beat Iron Man. I don't care how methodical you get about it. Here's how. So, Iron Man.
He said, "Here's how."
Iron Man is a genius. He built all those systems, all those gadgets and gadgets, but he can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis.
He can blast you, though. He can blast you to Kingdom Come, but he can't fight.
Batman being the methodical fighter that he is, who actually can fight, will, number one, throw a bat wing right into that heart, right into Iron Man's heart. That'll take him out. All he gotta do is shoot him down. Pow, pow, pow. With all that Shao Kahn fighting.
Yep.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Batman will beat Iron Man.
And he do it without assistance. Iron Man always had Jarvis.
Batman needed Robin.
Yeah.
Iron Man needed War Machine.
Yeah.
War Machine's actually militarily trained.
Yeah, that's true.
War Machine could fight better than Iron Man.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think he could. I think
You seen Iron Man fight. He can't fight.
Yeah, he always had help. Like even in the I watched the third movie last week, and because I was like, I just can't believe how terrible it was. But I was like, let me watch it again. And they were supposed to portray the Mandarin as something real, and I was so convinced. And then when he turned out to be some drunk guy on the couch watching soccer, I was like, that is terrible. Why would you do that? All my hope was up. So, and even how he ended the killing, by getting the heat sensor from Jarvis to get on, his body and blow him up. He still didn't fight him. He still didn't swing. Like he swung a couple of times, but he was still getting his butt kicked. He kept on jumping off ledges. He said, okay, you coming at me? Okay, jump off this ledge, jump off that ledge. It wasn't no straight, I'm about to kick your behind and we about to duke it out and see who wins. So, yeah, I understand that, but his technology advances is crazy. So I just feel like he got something for Batman. He might have just something so deep that Batman would just be like, oh, I didn't think of that. It's over. Too late. Can't think about
it. Batman's very smart. He will think of it.
Yeah, that's true. That dude is smart. They're
both smart.
Yeah, I like the off topic. That's dope because I'm a big Marvel fan. I actually been watching WandaVision, so I've been on that.
You've been watching what?
WandaVision. Look, you already know. I don't
know what it is, but has the whole Falcon and Winter Soldier series has that premiered yet?
Nah, they actually dropped the promo for it today. I just watched it before I actually clicked on the video.
I have been waiting for that freaking series ever since the end of Avengers 4.
Okay, but you got to watch WandaVision first. It's still leading up to it.
Man, bought WandaVision. I watched Captain America, old Captain America, give the shield to Falcon. I watched that touching moment that they had with the music playing.
I know you shed a tear.
Oh, you daggone right I did.
Yeah, it was dope. Dude, I've been on a binge lately. I've been watching all that just to refresh my mind to make sure I ain't losing nothing. I'm still in it. I'm still in it.
No superhero movie has made me cry as much as daggone Avengers 4. When Black Willow died, daggone, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody love a little Scarlett Johansson, man.
Oh, yes.
And they're supposed to be dropping that film, but COVID just got everybody tripping, man. They said,
I'm sorry, that film gonna suck. It's gonna suck. I've seen the previews of it. It does not look interesting at all.
Until they add Iron Man or something to it, then you're gonna be like, oh snap, they got Iron Man in there. What? It's gonna be dope. I don't care what it is, as long as I feel like I like Marvel because, regardless, because my worst movies will probably be Iron Man 3 and dang, that's pretty.
Iron Man 3 came on to me as like, okay, we said this is gonna be a trilogy. This has to be a trilogy. Let's just get this out the way.
It was garbage. It just didn't go nowhere. It didn't need to be added. It was already straight. It was already straight. And people said Thor, The Dark World was terrible. I actually liked that. I actually loved it. They said it was bad. I want to put it on my bad list, but I can't do it.
I'll tell you my favorite part of Avengers 4, right? Everything. Well, one of my top favorite parts, right?
I know what you
probably already know what it is. So it was a packed theater that I was watching it in, right?
Yep. IMAX.
Now, mind you, it's just complete silence, only music playing when this happens.
Yep, I already know.
When the sun comes up,
yep, on the left.
Black Panther, Okoye, and Dagon Shuri. The theater erupted and
went crazy. Yes, went crazy.
The applause was not in the movie. They just walking out saying, "What up? What up?"
Yeah.
And the theater was like, "Oh, Wakanda forever!"
Hey, my dad looked over at me because he don't go out to theaters and he don't even get into the movies like that. But he watched the first Avengers, then he watched Black Panther, and he was like he don't even know about Ant-Man, all that kind of stuff, the Hulk and Captain America, all that. But he looked over doing that part and he was like, he tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, that's Black Panther, ain't it?" I was like, "Yeah, it is." Like he was just so excited to see him. Like the dude was quiet the whole time. He probably fell asleep a couple times, but he stayed up, when that final battle hit. And he really loved the movie, man. Especially the Black Panther movie. I mean, it was so deep. It so showing the ancestors and the stuff that they cultural, beliefs and everything. I mean, it was deep, man. It was deep.
So I got two questions for you. Number one. Well, one of them is actually a statement.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I know that there are people who separate, Africans, Native Africans
Mm-hmm.
from us, Black people in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me, my mindset, when I look at this flag right here, to me, we are all one in the same. We are all one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Brothers and sisters over in the mother continent, brothers and sisters in Cuba, Asia, wherever, we all one. We all brothers and sisters.
We is. We all brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah.
That's the beauty of it. People got to start realizing that. But people don't want to. People are being separated by the negativity. I mean, that's so easy to be separated. I mean, it's so easy to be separated now. And that's the sad thing about it.
And I felt that brotherhood I felt myself connecting I felt myself finding appreciation for that brotherhood while watching Black Panther, but then I thought, hold up, wait a minute. I can't let my consciousness come from a freaking comic book movie.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna pick up a book.
Yeah, it's true. I think that movie put on Marvel in a whole different light. I mean, if you was there, I'm pretty sure you went to the theaters. You seen people come in with they clothes, flags, everything, and I was like, why don't we always do this? Why don't we always have our mind state like that, where we all come together as a group and have a good time? I mean, it took me about 3 weeks to see the movie. As soon as it hit, I tried to get my tickets early. It just didn't work. But I showed up to the theater all the time. Y'all have Black Panther tickets? No, already sold out. Then I look around, see all the beautiful colors. And I was like, we in Africa? Are we in Nigeria or something? Like, what is going on? I just still went. I did have a Black Panther shirt, so I wore that. So, but I bought that from like a little hood joint on the side of town. It was dope. It's the only one I seen. So
Little joints of Black-owned business. So do your thing, man.
Yeah, you know it.
I'll say, man, it should be like that all the time.
It should, but not coming from a comic. I feel that, not coming from just a movie, a comic book movie that people probably never even heard of until it hit. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, they didn't know who Guardians was till it hit. I didn't know we was gonna get a talking tree, but when it hit, it was like, oh yeah, what's space like? Oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It got talking trees in space. Oh, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? People didn't even think that. People don't even think like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's also, I just want to say too. You talking about the trouble that you had going to see Black Panther during this initial run, during this opening run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm up 4 times.
Yeah, all right. It was good talking to you, man. Hey, man, shout out to ADQ. Okay, cool.
I went on opening night. I went another night just to see it again. I went with my mom once because I knew she wanted to see it.
Wow.
And then I went again.
Did you do all in the same viewing? IMAX? Did you do IMAX or did you just do one IMAX, then some regular?
I never went to IMAX.
All right, so you can't talk. IMAX is top notch, the best. IMAX 3D, you got to do it.
I remember that whenever movie theaters open back up and I start going back.
Well, you can rent out a movie theater for $99. You can do that.
That's gonna be the move. That's gonna be the move because that's how dude, dang.
We should do that, AD. We should do that. Rent out the movie theater for Black Widow so I can get there and show you why you gonna like it. You are going to like.
I'm renting out the theater for a project that I'm putting together. I mean, that's Rudy Ray Moore.
Okay.
Dolomite, that's what he did. That's how he got himself on.
Yeah. We can do that. Hey, we can still watch the movie though. We can watch the movie and then the screen come up at the end and then we can put on our show.
We'll see about that. Now tell me this real quick as we start to wrap this up. Tell me this real quick. How much of your interest outside music play into your artistry as a music artist? How much does your Marvel knowledge play into your bars?
I'm gonna say this. I think definitely come into the music side and then the movie side. It's all still in a way to me drama because drama is music, is acting, it's improvisation, it's just the little things, you know what I'm saying, that can really make you, come up with some of the, craziest projects you ever did. I guess also when, like if you hear the album now, you see some of the skits and stuff, and some of those acting skills I picked up from watching great movies. It's definitely great Marvel movies, but one thing I always believed in was always having a fight for the problem. And not only just Marvel movies, it could be simple stuff. It could be a Denzel movie, The Equalizer. It can be anything like that. Seeing great actors like that, and then also wanting to believe that you can change the world, that you can change a certain situation. I carry that over into the music because when I write, I always just want to put something out there that people are gonna say, "Wow, that's deep. That's something that I can follow with. That's something that I can believe in." Actually, and I keep on saying last night, but we talked a whole lot last night, man. Me and my mom and my sister, man. We sat there, and my mom is not a big Marvel fan. My sister wasn't during the time. I remember when the first Avengers movie came out. I bought tickets for them. We went to the theater. My mom looked at the screen, seen the alien come out, or some demonic figure. She was like, "I don't like that. That's terrible. What is this?" She leaves the theater. She said, "I'm gonna be out in the car." My sister sits there. She falls asleep. And she's snoring. She drops the popcorn. I'm the only one sitting up here with a whole bunch of other people watching this movie. And, it's more of like me just saying like, dang, they not ready for it. They're not ready for like what's about to happen because their excitement is not at my level. It's not at that level where they can say, wow, these people really got a whole set of good actors, the good people that, fighting for one thing is to save the world. So I looked at that moment as something in my life. I was like, look, they might have not heard me back then, but when I put this album together, they gonna hear it. It's something that they gonna say, wow, like, this dude really has something to say. It's something deeper than what we thought it was, because growing up as a kid, I never used to think that I was listened to a lot. I got overlooked on certain things. It can be like a group of people saying, hey, like maybe we should maybe we should put this here and then this will happen. And then I might come in with that little idea of saying, well, maybe if you do this, people just be like, I felt like I was the one that people say, man, shut up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, get out of here. And then later on, they'll probably say, wow, this dude was actually right. That was actually a great idea. I mean, I had like trauma over that. I used to run off and cry and just felt so unheard. So movies gave me that step. Acting gave me that step, that push. You know what I'm saying? When stuff started folding over for me, like being in the play, my parents showed up, my sister and them showed up. They watched me. They said, Dre, this is something that you can do. This is great. Stayed in drama for a minute. Then, like I said, start getting to music with my cousins, start, having that vision. And then when it hit me, I said, now that I got everybody's attention, now that I'm, let's say like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, now that I'm like $14 billion movies in, now you can say something. Now you can say, hey, you might not like Marvel, but hey, they making millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Y'all might not listen to me back in the day, but hey, I got an album out right now called Strange City. And y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna actually hear and understand everything that I'm saying in it. And it's gonna touch you right there in your heart, regardless if you like it or not. So, and it's not, like you said earlier, it's not overpowering. It's not coming to somebody and say, you're gonna be condemned to hell. You're gonna be, burning. You're gonna, that's something you gotta learn on your own. But first, you gotta make it through the strange city first. So, bam.
I also want to throw out there that while you're stunting and you have every right to, Brighter Day has 185 views on YouTube. Strange City, the song Strange City, has 59 views. Black America, 28 views. Dear 31. You know what I'm saying? That's, and hold before. One last thing. You got 28 subscribers right now, and those numbers are about to go up and far up. So, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be looked over and stuff, but it's us underdogs who have to hit the hardest and make our voice the loudest.
Amen. That's true.
And I can see that your acting career is not over. I put it like this. Every single major narrative out there, book, comic book, movie, play, whatever. Share this with me. It's about a guy being stuck deep down in a ditch and using a rope to climb out of that ditch. And the entire time that he is climbing, we are glued on to see whether he is going to keep trying to get out or give up, if he's going to get mad about it and just pout about it, or if he is going to use all the determination in the world to get up out of it. Strange City to me is that you are that guy trying to climb out of the hole of negativity, the hole of COVID, the hole of 2 full-time jobs, and trying to pursue a career in the arts. And pushing, and we're all watching you. And personally, with Strange City, I think that you have started one heck of a climb.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Where can people hear this climb, man? Where can people hear?
Before I tell you about that, I'm gonna tell you this. I feel like, yes, climbing out that hole to overcome the negativity and the COVID and the problems and the fights that we fight today. Because why would I come out just to bury myself again? It don't make sense. That's I could have stayed in the ground for that. So this stuff has to be heard. And therefore, you can hear it on YouTube. Follow me on Dre Trinity at YouTube. Who is Dre Trinity on Instagram? Who is Dre Trinity on Facebook? Follow the Usher Boy Unit page on Facebook. I got merch and everything that's out. If you want cups with Usher Boy Unit on it, shirts, hats, mask, let me know. I'm working on a website right now to come up so you can order it from YouTube and all that. I'm still in the works on that. Definitely Spotify, Apple, Deezer, TikTok. It's out, man. Strange City is out. And I wanted to keep on spreading to people so they know that, the sun will shine again. Because a lot of people in these times don't believe in that. A lot of people don't want to even hear it. A lot of people say, man, go on with that. That's how it is. People will deny it. People will deny God, and not only God, they will deny the truth of what's being put forth in the world now, as far as governments, as far as your health, as far as your visions. People don't even believe in working together no more. Everybody is doing their own thing. Everybody want to be selfish. I'm ready to connect. I'm ready to connect to anybody and tell them. So definitely, shout out to ADQ, man, for having me on here, because I remember just being on here the first time. And I love my cousin, man. I just felt like I needed this time with you alone, you know what I'm saying, me and you, so I can tell you what this project is all about, who I am, and I just thank you for giving me that platform, man. This is a dope platform you have, by the way. I've been watching some of your videos, man. I've seen some of your videos with, on YouTube. I seen you do comedy, you do, podcasts, you sing. I seen you singing the Disney joint, all the other, the live performances, like the drama. Like, this is you the one of the type of the people that will actually make me feel happy in a very uncomfortable, situation or area. I can just pull out my phone and play ADQ this, and I'm just like, you feel surrounded by love and appreciation. You can actually drown that out. You can drown out the hate with just the stuff, the stuff that you do and put forth with other people. So definitely keep on striving, brother. This is dope. I love it.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, but don't be playing Deer 3 over there.
No, what?
No, actually, yeah, I do play it.
No, Deer 3.
Yeah.
So you don't say it now. You don't say it now. You and Dad gonna say it now.
Well, hold on. Before you gotta play Brighter Day. That gotta be the outro song. Brighter Day gotta be it. So yeah.
Brighter Day. Well, before we go, now that you have said how can people contact you, here's how people can contact me. Number one, I am on StreamYard now. Number two, watch Sips and Scripts tomorrow. The link is in the description. The Immaculate Mind of Mr. Oboye will be premiered tomorrow. Support ADQ'S playwriting endeavors. Y'all can email me at adq4christ@gmail.com. Dion Chocolate Guy 85 on Instagram. You see my YouTube channel. Subscribe. You gonna get on that 1,000 mark that you said you want to get before this year end. 1,000. In Jesus' name.
Hey man, it's coming, bro.
I'm Avenue ADQ_85 on Twitter. You see my name on Facebook, Adrian Dion Quarles, my government name. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, please do me a favor. Please do not call the CIA on me. Please don't call the CIA on me. Dre.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I told you this the first time you came, but in case you didn't know, for all you about to de-strangify Winston-Salem, for all the art that you put out there, you, sir, are a valued, loved, necessary member of the Renaissance. Our people are better because of you, sir.
Thank you, man. Salute. Definitely salute, man.
Now, as we bring this conversation to an end, You know, it may be snowy outside. It may be dreary outside.
Spectrum Mobile.
No, Spectrum.
$45 a month now with 5G. Grammarly does more.
Man, these ads, man.
They gonna advertise they soap, they body wash, they gonna advertise all that.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Man, this should be played in church, yo.
It's actually gonna be played in church. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning to the faithful and the non-believers. This is your speaker. Hello, degree. It's nice to meet you. I'm not a preacher, but still will hold the light to seek you. Follow the leader. I'm trying to show you to your teacher, the one who made the land and sea, especially all the creatures. The stress reliever. Get right where your sneakers. I know you're tired.
Where's your cadence come from?
Sunshine, it never missed us. Don't pull your fist up in front of the fam, nor the system.
We got the listen.
Lifestyle we live in. Yeah, I know
it's different, but you was made for a specific reason. African and Indonesian. I know a chicken fillet with a little Polynesian. Man, that's my I tell you, boys. Oh,
You killing it, man. You killing the game, isn't it?
man, God bless us, man. Thank you again, ADQ, man. Everything.
Thank you for this hot song, yo.
Hey, I might need to come to your church and perform. I'm down.
What?
I need to come to your church and perform this.
I'm looking for a church right now.
Living in these dark
Okay.
times.
Hey, I know a home for you.
The situation is or who you've been around, especially when you already know who holds the crown. Strange city, man, you see the service, you can spot the clowns. I'm planting all my seeds into the fertile ground. I'm headed back to school, graduating with my cap and gown. The love is when you working on your vision now. Added all my problems, so I'm working on the vision now. Split like the Red Sea, the same thing he did for Moses. Always feel like we probably the ones chosen. Got to the other side of tragedy, the sun's golden. I put the pen to paper, made an album, heart is growing. The power stands the great I am, you gotta take his hand. Get up out the city and just make it to the promised land. It's not a story, it's a warning, just to say my friend. Get the house in order, cause I know the sun's trying to get it. Coming up in
Now, if y'all want to hear the rest of that song, you have to listen to the actual CD that is Strange City. Dre, before we go, tell them where they can find it again. Strange City, where can they find it?
YouTube, Deezer, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Facebook. Go to the page. I got the whole link tree in there for you. Hit me up in the inbox. I can get one printed out to you and shipped to you. It don't matter. If you want the Strange City today, you will have it. If you believe that it's coming to you, it's going to come to you. Definitely believe that. Yes, sir.
And if you believe that I can figure out a way to handle my locks, I'm going to figure out a way to handle my locks.
Handle those, player. Handle those.
I'm working on it.
Don't let them lock you up. Don't let them lock you up now.
Dre, great chatting with you. Great chopping up with you. Can't wait to see Batman beat up Iron Man. Great.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and skip all that. Sometimes you listen to people, sometimes you don't. I ain't gonna listen to that noise. Watch WandaVision. You're gonna love that. You're gonna say, "Ooh, this is it." It's the start of phase 4, player. Phase 4. Don't be late. Don't miss it.
Before and after you watch WandaVision, check out Strange City.
Amen, brother.
This has been ADQ. This brother wearing that hoodie of a champion of the champions who should be the champions one day. The Carolina Panthers. He's Dre Trinity. This is ADQ Trends. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Thanks, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
All right. One.
Peace.